So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down.
That's the end.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Now on 2nd and 13. Prescott letting one fly deep for Cooper. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out.
And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
At the 24-yard.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Got an open man. It's Ratley. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Damian Ratley, his 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year, as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Makes the score Buccaneers 28, Cowboys 7. Stephen Gostkowski sets the kick.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Yards on the pickup.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And it's incomplete. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know, but all these first half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
Prescott on 3rd and 2. And my goodness, another interception. It's Devin White, the linebacker, and he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Tom Brady, his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35, Cowboys 7. Stephen Gostkowski set to kick off.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. 15 yards on the play, first down.
A gain of 15.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 34. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
At the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Mike, 55. Check, 55. Mike, you ain't doing nothing today. Malcolm. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55. Strip the ball. Strip it. Alabama.
From the gun, it's Brady. He's got his big tight end, Gronkowski. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
12-yard line.
23 yards on the play. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. The 4th touchdown pass of the game for Tom Brady as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough, otherwise they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
Stephen Gostkowski set to kick off.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership...
Accelerating, and off he goes. Past the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
And this carries into the end zone.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Throwing on first down is Brady. He's going to fire deep for Ratley. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. And give him a gain of 37.
First and 10 at the 40.
The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a first and 10. Throwing now is Brady. And he finds Gronk. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down. So from Cowboy territory now, here's first and 10 at the 37-yard line. Brady gives this one off to Jones. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Buccaneers, first down. First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
So from the 17, here's second and 7. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. 5 touchdown passes now for Tom Brady. And this offense continues to pour it on. And a play fake down near the goal line here worked out well.
Anytime you can make them think that you're going to run the ball, they can go to that play-action pass. You see the end result, usually a touchdown.
Is that harder? Is the play fake harder to defend for the defense near the goal line or no? Because there's not as much room to work with?
It is harder because down near the goal line, you're thinking much more of a running play, especially if people run out big formations. So it is harder to defend.
Extra point good by Gostkowski. And the route is on here in this first half.
Stephen Gostkowski set to kick off.
Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. Taken in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
By the Cowboys offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And the return will stop right around the 25. Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ballgame.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
I think we could all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Brings up
a chance of wasting this great starting field position. A real threat. This is 3rd and long.
59, Mike. Check, 59. I got one. 50. Mike, check, 59.
Operating from the gun, Brady. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So on 4th down, Brady will yield to Gostkowski for the field goal try. Right hash mark of 42-yard attempt. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
Gostkowski now converted for 3. Now he'll kick this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half run.
And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 30. And the return will stop right around the 25. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8.
The last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah.
It's Ty Detmer. He's with the Lions at that time. To get to 8, are we sure he knows what color jerseys his team's wearing in this one?
I don't know. It has not been good. And they'll get this down to the 10. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Damian Ratley with touchdown number 20 on the year. And this offense is running away with this one.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Bucs with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll look to throw right away. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Now they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Now Prescott. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Shaquille Barrett able to record his 5th sack of the season.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. And they're able to get this one across the 35. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
First down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the counter, Elliott. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Switch. Check 26, check 26.
On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott flushes, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It's John Simon with a sack.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Check 4, check 4. Go.
Now Prescott. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Prescott from the gun. Incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
And 10. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Prescott yet again. Throw left side complete. That's Elliott. And he will be marked down short of the 1st as they get to him at the 29. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll bring up 4th down. 4th down. Prescott. And this is caught. Amari Cooper And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because they had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
And this one quickly to Lamb. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 5 catches for him in that first half, and that's number 6 that we just saw, and also a first down.
Watch twist.
And again, it's Prescott. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Kelsey, but it'll be second and goal.
Second and goal.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Cowboys trot out Greg Zuerlein. This from 25 yards out. And Zuerlein's kick is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit third quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
Over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Now second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a second and 10. They'll run it with Jones. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
The ball carrier.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Check, 59.
Throwing is Brady on third down. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
Brady not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it here on fourth. They do go for it. It's Brady. Looking left side, and it's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on fourth down. So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Brady. Flushed out right. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. It's a big play there for the Buccaneers. 42 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones, touchdown number 15 of the year. As his guys continue to pour it on. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was. And when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
Stephen Gostkowski set to kick off.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go? They've got his man complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
A gain of
a good pickup there, 26 yards.
Cowboys.
One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
16.
1st down, Prescott. Coleman has it here right side. Not much there, only a yard.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Dak dropping this one off for Zeke. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. 8 yards, 1st down as they're able to convert.
1st down.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
That's what I do.
To the air again, Prescott. Now they go screen. It's complete. They find some open field here. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
Complete.
Call that a very strong gain of 24. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10 at the 20. Going up top for Miller. And that's caught inside the 30. And they do finally it to the 25. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 55 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Anthony Brown. They goes left side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they didn't get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now Brady. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's the bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
A quick throw to Radley. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them. Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away but could not. DeMarcus Lawrence able to record his 5th sack of the season. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. He's going to fire one deep over the... And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. It's a big play there for the Buccaneers. And even 40 yards. Shotgun now for Brady. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Extra point try for Gostkowski. Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good.
The score, Buccaneers 71, Cowboys 23. Stephen Gostkowski.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
On the return, the Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 25.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Forced out to his left. And he's going to keep it. Oh, Prescott stripped.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw. Prescott able to hit his target, Lamb. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. first down throw for Prescott. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. He goes to Lamb again. This time he's got him.
Prescott.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
A gain of 4.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion.
Tonight's final score, Buccaneers 71.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Buccaneers, they continue to keep pace for that first-round bye as they move to 11-1. And they'll get another home date next week as the Patriots will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, the play